Open topic. Gang, gang, gang. We are definitely in the building. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit that bell icon. You can know when your boy uploads some new content. It's OT After Family. Thanks for supporting the brand. So we're going to talk about the co-main event and the main event last night. Starting off with Robert Easter, a.k.a. Bunny versus Javier Fortuna. I want to say this was an interesting fight, and Javier is definitely a veteran. His game plan worked all night. He was doing a lot of lateral movement, staying on his toes, which was keeping Robert Easter guessing, aka Bunny guessing. And then he do this thing where he'll let out some combinations, and then he'll tie up Robert Easter so that Robert Easter couldn't get off. And this worked all night. Worked all night long. We did have a bullshit incident in like the second round, whereas the ref deducted a point, and I think that point pretty much cost Javier the fight. Even though Javier didn't make weight, he wouldn't have got the belt no way. He exposed a lot of flaws in Robert Easter's style. Robert Easter is 5'11", and Robert Easter fights like he's 5'6". He has long arms. He's very rangy. Yet he likes to fight somewhat in the inside. And sometimes when he does that, he's not able to get off the way that he wants to because he's so lengthy. And when you're fighting a veteran like Javier Fortuna, you can see all night. When they came into the fight in the inside, Javier was doing the better work. He was getting off the cleaner, the cleaner punches against Robert Easter Jr. And it was just frustrating Robert Easter all night. Robert Easter had to continue to chase him around the ring. He was getting tired when he did. Finally, tried to cut the ring off. He was only getting off like one or two shots. And Javier Fortuna was doing a beautiful job slipping those punches all night. Some good head movement. And he was catching Robert Easter with that straight left all night long. He was catching him with it. And I think he actually rocked Robert Easter. I can't remember what round it was. I want to say it was like round 4 or 5. I'm not sure, but he rocked Robert Easter. Robert Easter felt that punch and he backed up a little bit. He got on his toes. He definitely backed up. So at the end of the day, the fans did boo the fight. I actually had Javier Fortuna winning by 2 rounds. I had it 115, 113. But the judges, they I don't know. I'm not saying that boxing is corrupt or anything like that, but even Jamel Charlo, if I'm not mistaken, at the end of the fight was like, Robert Easter needed to be thankful he got this W because it was definitely some flaws in that fight, and he don't think that Robert Easter won that fight. But at the end, nevertheless, Robert Easter came out. He was calling out other champions and stuff like that. For champions should be fighting champions. I don't know if you're ready, sir. I'm not sure if you're ready. I got Mikey Garcia stopping this kid. But nevertheless, the main event, we're going to talk about Lamont Peterson versus Errol Spence Jr., man. This was some hard shit to watch. Oh my gosh, man. Listen, me being a DC native, pardon me, I'm drinking while I'm doing this little thing, getting my sip on. Me being a DC native, I fuck with Lamont Peterson, but I also recognize the beast, the monster, the aggressor, and Errol Spence Jr. He's definitely the future of boxing. But what I want to talk about is, even though Errol Spence did a good job, he went from round 1, he went to the body immediately. We already know that Errol Spence Jr. is a body banger. We know this. Pause. We know he liked to go and bruise them ribs, slow his person down, get him up out of there. He bangs to the body. When somebody drop their hands, bang to the head. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And he does it so effectively. And it's kind of the same style as Lamont Peterson as well. Lamont Peterson likes to bang the body. You know what I'm saying? Dig into the gut. Pause hard. Bow, and then head upstairs. Boom. That's the perfect. That's A1 boxing right there. That's old school boxing. That's everyone knows that. What I didn't like about the fight was first of all, congratulations to Errol Spence Jr. On beating a crafty veteran like Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson showed a lot of heart. He wanted to continue, but just like with Kell Brook, the eyes was fucked up, man. The damage was just too much. And that shows you how strong Errol Spence Jr. is. The kid is fucking strong for 147. The Charlo brother said that Errol Spence Jr. might be the strongest 147 pounder ever. But back to what I was saying. some flaws I didn't like about Errol Spence, and what I want him to work on, which would, make him even that much more dangerous. Um, he seems to be a pretty basic 1-2 type puncher. Earl doesn't do anything super great in the ring. He just does everything pretty good. And what I mean by that is Earl doesn't have, head movement that like that. So he's able to get hit. As you can see, Lamont Peterson was hitting him with some shit that I just didn't like, and I think Earl, shouldn't have been hit by those shots. And then also, because of his fighting style, Earl is always right there within range. He's always within range, which is why I want to see him sharpen up his defense. He's a good counter puncher, but I want to see him, slipping punches. The same way we've seen Javier Fortuna slipping all of those punches when Robert Easter was shooting that jab out there. I want to see that same thing with Errol Spence Jr. That'll just make him even much more crazier. And then also, I want to see more lateral movement with Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is pretty much just stands right there in the pocket with you. He ain't really going nowhere. But I want to see more lateral movement as well. Because if he gets in the ring with someone like a Keith Thurman's on his toe. He's on his bicycle all night. He's on his bicycle all night. And with Spence being so 1-2 dimensional, I think Spence problems. Not saying he can't beat Keith Thurman at all, because the kid got power to him, but it's just some things I want to see more with Errol Spence Jr. The power's there. I just want to see more combinations being let off, and just more head movement, because the kid is gifted, no doubt about it. He's already the champion of the world. I don't got anyone beating him right now, but I would like to see him and Terrence Crawford. That would be a real test. Even though Terrence Crawford is the natural smaller guy, I think that'd be a real test for Errol Spence Jr. And that would let me know everything I need to know about Errol Spence Jr. if he beats a Keith Thurman or Terrence Crawford. But nevertheless, congratulations to the Texas boy. He did his thing. I had Peterson going 12, but he proved me wrong and stopped him. Shout out to the kid Errol Spence Jr., man. Champ, gang.